Hi everybody, we're going to look today at what happens if we differentiate when we've got a negative power of x. So if we look at our formula again, just to recap, d dx, differentiate with respect to x of x to the power of n, is given by n times x to the power of n minus 1. So what that means is we take this value of n, put it in front of the value of x, and then reduce that value of n by 1. Now, we're going to look at some examples of when we have a negative index value. So for example, let's look at what we get when we differentiate x to the power of minus 3. So if we apply our rule, the value of n here is minus 3. That goes in front of the x. So we get minus 3 times x to the power of. Now if we subtract 1 from minus 3, we get the value minus 4. So that gives us the answer minus 3 times x to the power of minus 4. Now, in order to rewrite this, if I look at the right-hand side, in the boxes above, I can see that x to the power of a negative index value is the same as 1 over x to the power of that number made positive. So for example, in this case here, if I want to rewrite x to the power of minus 4, I can rewrite this as minus 3 over x to the power of 4. So all that happens is that in order to get rid of the negative index value, if I bring it down below the minus 3, it will become x to the power of 4. If we look at a second example, if I differentiate with respect to x to the power of minus 2, so what's going to happen here is my value of n is minus 2. That goes in front of the x, and I reduce the minus 2 by 1. So that's going to give me minus 2 times x to the power of, and if I reduce minus 2 by 1, I get minus 3. And similarly, if I want to rewrite x to the power of minus 3, I just take it down below the minus 2, and that will give me minus 2 over, and that will change to x to the power of 3, or x cubed. Finally, if I look at differentiating x to the power of minus 1, okay, if I apply the rules again, I get minus 1 times x to the power of minus 2. And similarly, if I want to rewrite the x to the power of minus 2, if I just bring it down below the minus 1, that's going to give me minus 1 over x to the power of 2, or x squared. So to recap, if we have a negative index value, the same rule applies. We multiply the x by this negative value and then reduce it by 1. And the key skill here is that if we have a negative value of x and we want to rewrite it, if the index number is negative, to rewrite it, we bring it down below the number and it changes.